are so long. Like, look at that. It's long. Hi, guys. Been a while. What's going on? Well, it's kind of a two-part video. It's going to be an update on housing, and it's going to be a comparison video as well. Because, as you know, I'm now housed, which is a miracle, and it's going to be a comparison on what it's like when you're broke, but when you're living in your vehicle versus when you're living in a house. So first off, a housing update. Oh my god, amazing. Like, my roommate, he's 68 years old, but he is one of the most active 68-year-old people I've ever met. And it's not some kind of creepy, like, hey baby. Nope. It's actually, like, he treats me like I'm family. And we joke that we're like an old married couple, because it's always, you know, hun, do you want this? Or, hey, I'm making this for dinner. What do you know, this is your choice. Or, what do you want for dinner? I'm cooking, or I'm buying, or whatever. And it's amazing, because it's been a long time since I have had that kind of, like, closeness. And he loves my partner. My partner is, you know, he's a good guy. I love him. But, you know, he's, you know, like, it's always kind of weird, like, introducing him to somebody new. And my roommate, it was somebody new, and my roommate loves him. And just quickly, just because I know this will probably get brought up as to, well, while you were living in your car, if you were with your partner, why didn't he help you out? He would have become homeless if he had helped me. He was kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, and while he couldn't help me a lot with a place to stay, there were a couple nights that he did. And he was like, go take a shower, go do what you need. You know, there were still nights that it was kind of like, you know, I still had to sleep in my car. And, but even then, like, and this will kind of be a good segue into what I really want to talk about. But he, you know, when I was broke and all that, he would help me with food. He would help me with whatever I might have needed, which is amazing. Sorry, I love brushing my hair. Like, I mean, I brushed it while I was living in my car, but being able to take a shower regularly, it is amazing. Like, my first night that I was here, I don't actually know if I told this story. We didn't have a working hot water heater till recently, so if we wanted to, so, like, we couldn't take showers, it was baths. And, we had to boil water to take a bath, or to have hot water to take a bath. And my roommate, God, I love this man, he drew me a bath. I mean, in almost 28 years, I've never had somebody do that. And he's just like, yep. So yeah, like, God bless this man. And he's such a good person. And this might sound kind of like this might kind of sound like bashing towards Christians, but this is from personal experience. I know far too many far too many Christians, I'll use that because they're not, that they go to church on Sunday and then Monday they're bashing people. If somebody's homeless and they need help, they don't help them. And I mean, I could understand it if it were a money issue, but, you know, even if it's just like, hey, here's a resource for you, you know, they could do that. But they don't. And my roommate is actually a Christian. But he's a Christian that he walks the walk and he talks the talk. And he's like, he doesn't care what I do. You know, he's very much like, you know, it's not my place to judge you. It's God's place. And that's cool. I like that. I really do like that, because that's awesome. Anyway, I've been talking for 5.5 minutes just on my housing, which, I mean, that's a good thing. People like to hear about that. But this is going to also be, you know, when you're broke when you're broke, you know, once everything's paid off, when you're broke and you're living in your car versus living inside, having a house. So I am broke. I'm so broke. I make my own cigarettes, so I pre-bought these after I paid rent and all that. But yeah, that's why I still smoke, because I make my own. It's cheaper. Anyway, so when you're broke and you're living in your car, it's so much harder than when you're broke and you're living inside, because as I've stated, and as I know I've stated in other videos and like talking with Mark from Invisible People on one of his live streams, you know, when you live in your car, you can't really keep food. You have to have food that can survive inclement weather, not even cold weather or hot weather, like weather, you know, like, I mean, well, like in Minnesota this, like, Sunday, yesterday, it was in the 40s, and now it's in the 20s, and we had 6 inches of snow. But, you know, you gotta have food that can last, and, you know, bread really can't do that. I mean, it can, you know, like bread, peanut butter, ramen, that sort of thing, yeah, that stuff can last, but not well. Or not well, it can last pretty well with the bread. But with, like ramen, it can last really well. But, you know, at the same time, is that the healthiest food? No. And I don't want, you know, like, and plus, you get sick of eating ramen noodles and peanut butter sandwiches and crap like that. That being said, I actually eat ramen kind of a lot here, but that's because we'll, like, boil up some chicken breasts and cut them up and toss them in with chicken ramen noodles. It's a nice little comfort dinner. But anyway, I mean, there's a perfect example. Being broke while you're housed, you know, I've got, like, I think 75 cents to my name, maybe $1 with change that I have. And I've still got food that'll last me. Because I have a fridge, I have a freezer, I have a stove, I have all this, and plus, my roommate and I, we split food, unless it's something that's like, I'm making this for this specific occasion later, you no touchy. Which we've done. But yeah, I mean, it's, you know, there's a good example. And then today we had a storm, we had a snowstorm, we had thunder snow, which was cool. I recommend looking it up because it's really cool. But you know, if I were still living in my car, I would be worried about where I'm going to park my car, that I won't get a ticket for plow. I would be worried about, you know, a bunch of other things. But here, it's just pretty much, all right, my car's parked, we're good. And then I want to talk I guess I'll add this too, why not? Uh, but, but I mean, well, I'll talk about what I was just going to talk about in a second, but, being broke, you know, your money does go a lot quicker when you're housed. It really does. I won't even lie and say it doesn't. It truthfully does, but that's because I pay my rent, every 2 weeks, or every payday I pay it, and that's not me paying, you know, the entire amount each paycheck. I pay half each paycheck. My roommate accepts it, I accept it, it works perfectly for the two of us. But you know, that does take a lot more money out right away. And there's phone and insurance and all that other shit. But it's still, you know, I don't have to spend anywhere near as much on food as I did when I was living in my car, which is amazing. It feels so nice to just be like, all right, get me this that'll last for 2 weeks, that I know will last for 2 weeks. I'll keep it in my kitchen. But yeah, and then something else too, it isn't related to money, but it's related to, health-wise or mental health-wise. My anxiety is a lot, I mean, it's not gone. I'm never not gonna have it. Trust me, Mark from Invisible People can tell you that I definitely still have anxiety. I had him call me last Sunday, last Sunday, not Oscar Sunday, which I didn't even watch the Oscars, but the Sunday before, I had him call me because I was like, dude, call me because you need to hear this. But he can tell you, he can actually tell you that, I still have anxiety, but it's so much better. I don't have, before, when I first moved in, I had this fear of I would get a knock on the door, I would be told, you gotta leave. You can't live here anymore. And I don't have that fear. I mean, I don't have that fear as forward in my mind as I used to. It's still there. It's always gonna be there. Because that's what happens. You know, it's you know, that's part of being formerly homeless. You're gonna have that fear of, you can't be here anymore. And that's happened to me. And thankfully here, and this is another reason why my roommate is a godsend, he was like, sweetie, that's not happening here. You know, he's very much like, you're not gonna get a no notice. You're not getting kicked out. Don't worry. The only way I would get kicked out is if his daughter moved back in, but that's obviously a different thing because I would have a notice that his daughter was moving in. And the reason, because I'm willing to bet somebody would ask, you know, well, wait, why wouldn't you just be able to stay there? Why would you have to leave if his daughter moved in? His daughter has 3 kids. So, yeah, I'd have to, you know, grandkids come first. And that's totally acceptable. I'm sorry, I love... And, you can tell, my hair is so long. It's so... But, yeah, housing, I mean, a while back, I didn't upload it, but I had an anxiety attack, and I recorded a video, and if I had uploaded it, you would have actually seen there was a massive difference between the one that I did upload, and the one that I had that time, because pretty much the one I had that time was just, anxiety is kicking in, and this sucks. it wasn't me crying and any of that. It was just me going, yeah, I'm having an anxiety attack and this shit sucks. But yeah, life is good. It's a lot better than it used to, or than it was, and I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. It's definitely, I don't know if I would have survived. And to say that, it might sound kind of hyperbole, however I say hyperbole. But, I mean, I don't know if I would have if the fates or God or whatever, but please no religious debates. But, if the fates hadn't been like, nah, we're not kicking you out, or we're not gonna let you freeze to death, which, yeah, I'll take it. So yeah, that's kind of it. My feet fell asleep. Yeah, like this video. I'm not making videos as often because I'm not near Wi-Fi as much. We don't have Wi-Fi at home. But we might be getting it soon, so videos might start back up again. Oh! I totally forgot this until, like, right now, obviously. But, and this is gonna sound so stupid, I have an Xbox 360. I know it's not an Xbox One, but it's an Xbox 360, and it's mine. I bought it from my roommate, and I paid $20 for it. You know, I don't have a TV right now in my room, but I will be getting one soon, which is exciting. See, I'm just happier. I'm just so much happier not living in my car, which obviously there's a huge difference, but it's like, yeah, I'm just excited. But yeah, we might be getting internet soon, so I might be able to upload videos more. Otherwise, yeah, like this video. If you like it, share it. Because, you know, yeah, I don't live in my car anymore, but I still have the mindset of a home. Like, I still have the mindset of basic survival. And, it does definitely, like, my ex-girlfriend made a very fair point that, you know, once you're homeless, it's really hard to get out of that mindset of, you know, well, I don't have to struggle about how I'm going to eat, how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do that, or how I'm going to shower, how I'm going to sleep somewhere. You know, I might not, it's still hard. So yeah, like this video, share it. Go check out Invisible People. Mark occasionally does live streams, even though I gave him a hard time even though I tried to give him a hard time. Although I've been better at it lately, because he's been traveling a lot. He was just in LA, the jerk. Love you, Mike. Yeah, he's a jerk because it's LA and I'm in Minnesota. And it's still wintertime. But, go check out Invisible People. Check him out on Twitter, Invisible People. Mark is at Hardly Normal. Mine is at AddiePayne90, capital A, capital P. I do tend to go on a lot of rants, and I do tend to try to argue with a lot of people. But it's who I am. Yeah. But yeah, like this video, share it, subscribe if you so choose. I hit 61 subscribers, and I know that sounds so stupid to be like, I have 61 subscribers. I have 61 people that go, hey, we like her life. We're gonna watch her update it. That's kind of cool in my book. So yeah, I am going to try to go to bed. Because I took a nap today and I'm just, yeah. Today was a little bit of a clusterfuck. But not bad from either me or the roomie. But, yeah, just a little bit of a cluster. So I'm going to try to go to sleep. So I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. I hope if you are homeless that you're staying warm, and I hope that you can get out of this situation soon. We need affordable housing. We really, really, really do. Because this bullshit of, affordable housing, like, we need it. I don't know where that sentence was going, but we need to get people off the streets. I mean, people are dying. And with the weather all over the country, people are gonna die without it. I could have easily been one of those people. I could have been a statistic. It's really sad that I had to... They're plowing. I just saw orange light in my window and I'm like, what the hell? But yeah, it's bullshit that I had to get so lucky. And don't get me wrong, I love the fact that I got so lucky to find somebody that's like, wait, you're not gonna live in your car in wintertime? Hell no. And that we get along so well. It's amazing. But it should never have come down to that. And don't get me wrong, I'm still very grateful that, I am housed, but we need housing for homeless people. But I'm at over 22 minutes of recording. Holy shit. This video is not sponsored. I don't even... it's currently a little after midnight, but this video won't go up till about 6:30 tomorrow night. Or tonight. Unless the boy lets me get on his hotspot. So, yeah. I hope everybody has a good night. Stay warm, stay safe. And I will see you guys sometime. Bye!